Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. The text came in at 11:47 p.m. while I was rinsing a coffee mug I hadn't used. He's still there. She won't stop laughing. It was from a number I didn't recognize. No name. No punctuation beyond that final period that felt like a nail-driven clean. I stared at the sink, at the thin crack running down the porcelain like a fault line, and waited for my heart to catch up with what my brain already knew. I didn't reply. I dried my hands slowly. The house was quiet in the way it gets when you've been waiting for someone too long. Lights on, shoes still by the door, the couch holding the shape of hope. I told myself it was nothing. A wrong number. A joke. I told myself that because it was easier than imagining my wife laughing at me. Earlier that evening, she'd said it was a team dinner. Just coworkers, she'd added, brushing past me while fixing her earring. She kissed my cheek without looking, already halfway out of the room. Her perfume lingered, bright, citrusy, like she was going somewhere new. We'd been drifting for months. Not fighting exactly, just missing each other by inches. Missed calls returned late. Her phone always face down. New passwords. New phrases. Work's been crazy. You wouldn't get it. I questioned myself first like you're supposed to. I told myself not to be that guy. At 12:13 a.m. my phone buzzed again. I shouldn't be telling you this. Then a photo. It wasn't explicit. Didn't have to be. She was at a long table under warm lights, a wine glass tilted in her hand, her head thrown back mid-laugh. Everyone else was blurred except the man beside her, close enough to feel. His hand rested on the back of her chair like it belonged there. The caption burned into my mind because I could almost hear her voice saying it. He's sweet, but he's not exactly impressive. I sat down. I remembered all the times I tried to be impressive. The extra shifts. The quiet pride of fixing things myself. The way I listened. The way I loved her carefully like something fragile. The number texted again. She said it louder. Everyone heard. I didn't sleep. I replayed memories until they broke into new shapes. Her teasing jokes at my expense that I'd laughed off. The way she corrected me in front of friends. The soft eye rolls. I thought that was normal. I thought love had room for laughter like that. By morning my chest felt hollowed out. She came home smelling like wine and confidence. Shoes in her hand, smile fading when she saw my face. You're up early, she said lightly. Who's he? I asked. She blinked, then sighed like I'd asked about the weather. You're being dramatic. That was the moment something hardened in me. Not anger. Not yet. Clarity. 2 nights later was the office event she'd invited me to at the last minute. Just come, she said. It'll be fun. I went because I needed to see it. Because denial is heavy and truth, no matter how sharp, cuts faster. We stood with her coworkers, drinks in hand. Someone made a joke about marriage. She laughed first. Oh, don't get me started, she said, waving her hand. He still thinks romance is fixing the sink. The laughter came easy. Too easy. She kept going, warming to it. Little jabs. Little truths twisted just enough to sting. I felt my face burn, but I stayed quiet. I watched the man from the photo smirk into his glass. She finished with, I mean, I love him, but let's be honest, he's not exactly the man you brag about. The room went still in that polite, awful way. Everyone waited for me to play along. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't smile. I said, you're right. I'm not the man you brag about. I'm the man who believed you. Silence landed hard. Her face changed, not shame at first, but fear. Real fear. The kind that knows a door just closed behind it. I left without another word. The fallout wasn't loud. It was quieter than I expected. She cried later. Explained. Minimized. Said it was jokes. Said it didn't mean anything. Said I embarrassed her. I listened. I really did. I heard the guilt tangled with justification. I saw the part of her that hadn't meant to hurt me, and the part that had. But trust doesn't break in one moment. It erodes. And when it finally collapses, there's nothing heroic about standing in the rubble. I moved out a week later. Took my mug. Left the crack in the sink unfixed. Sometimes I still hear her laugh in my head and feel that old pull. Love doesn't shut off cleanly, but self-respect, that grows back. Slowly. Quietly. Stronger than before. And that one line, it wasn't meant to end her. It ended the version of me who thought love meant staying silent.